Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Coming today from the traditional ancestral territories of the Goose First Nation. It is such a beautiful day here on the North Island. It is breezy and so chilly. So I got my funky tracksuit on and a couple extra layers because I am freezing cold, but totally worth it. So today we're going to do some Pilates ring stuff. So I love this guy. It's so much fun to work out with this. You can do so many different things. Really, really versatile, really relatively inexpensive actually piece of equipment depending on where you get it from, and you can do so much. So we're gonna do a full body thing today. As always, there's no music in my videos, so feel free to throw on your favorite playlist. If you're enjoying, hit like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Here we go. So let's start warming up. Oh, hi Mr. Bumblebee. Okay, I'm just gonna take a sec. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Now we'll start warming up. So let's put our hands on our hips just for a moment here. Pushing our hips around. I'm going to wager a bet that I'm going to get soaked real quick. It looks like rain's on the way. 1 second it's sunny, the next second it's pouring rain. That's okay. Other side. Oh, that wind is fresh. Good stuff. From here, we're going to hinge at the hips. I'll turn to the side so you can just see. Gentle bend in my knees. I'm going to hinge at the hips, flat back. I'm going to come forward and up, forward and up, forward and up, forward and up. From here, as I continue forward, I'm now going to reach overhead, overhead, arms to the side, overhead, arms out in front, overhead, arms out to the side. Good. Good. From here, I'm going to actually grab my ring right away. I'm going to place it around my wrists. I'm going to reach my arms straight overhead. I'm going to draw my shoulders down and up, down and up. So just some little simple shoulder shrugs. Now, from the side here, you're going to keep going. I'm just going to show you what's happening with my midsection. When I'm reaching up, I don't want to be flaring my ribs forward. I want you to think, tuck those ribs in, draw the belly button in. Perfect. Continuing on. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Perfect. From here, bring the shoulders down to neutral. We're going to pulse straight back, straight back, straight back. Keep those ribs tucked inwards. Keep that belly button drawn in. And start to wake up through the pelvic floor. So imagine you urgently have to use the washroom, but there's nothing available. So we got to squeeze, pull everything deep up inside. I like to joke with my Pilates people when we do in-person classes. We want to turbo suction everything deep inside of you. So imagine the pelvic floor openings. If you're a biological male, you're going to probably have 2. If you're a biological female, you're going to probably have 3. 2 to use the washroom, 1 to give birth to new life. Imagine you want to turbo suction everything deep up inside. Oh yeah. Good. Last one here. Good. From here, bring the arms straight down in front. I'm just going to adjust my ring for just a sec here. There we go. We're going to go forward and back with the shoulder blades. Good. The beauty of a day. Good. Just the shoulder blades moving forward and back. As always, tuck those ribs down and in so I'm not flared forward. Drawing those ribs in, lengthening through the spine. Perfect. From here, let's place our ring around our ankles. If you don't have a ring, you can always substitute this with a loop band, and then for the inner thigh stuff with a block, that's also totally fine. From here, we're just going to walk our feet out as far as we can get them. Good, and we're just going to hold it here, so feel the hips start to activate. And now with my pelvis, I'm going to tilt my pubic bone forward and back, forward and back. So from the side, you'll see I'm just kind of doing just a pelvic tilt here. Good, engaging through the belly. As always, my ribs are not flared out. I'm tucking them in while I do this. Oh, that wind. Whoa. Good. Last one. Turning back this way. I'm now going to rotate my toes in towards each other. And I'm going to just try to push my legs apart. Push my legs apart. Very small movement. Push my legs apart. So it's almost like a gentle bend in the knees to then straighten. straighten, straighten, straighten. Ooh, that big rain cloud is looking real dark. Good. And the direction, I swear it was sunny a few minutes ago. Push out, push out. So think you're like kind of rocking your thighs away from each other, just activating through the hips here. Here we go. Looking good. And release. Perfect. So from here, come on down onto your mat. Keep that loop around the ankles. We're going to come straight on our backs. We're going to draw that belly button down to the spine. Good. We're just going to try to push the legs apart. Push the legs apart. So think you want to keep hips, knees, and ankles all in line. 90-degree bend of the knees here, so tabletop legs. I'm pulling my spine down to the ground, tucking my ribs down, and thinking of driving my knees straight up. Perfect. What a beautiful day. Rain or not. What a beauty. Good. Small little movements here. Good. Now, straighten out the legs. We're going to rotate like as driving a bus or turning the steering wheel using the hips. So I think I'm squeezing my oblique on this side to pull this hip up towards the armpit. I'm going to rotate, pull this hip up towards the armpit. Good. Other side, engage this oblique to pull this hip up towards the armpit. Keeping it going. Try to keep the knees or the heels, stacked directly over the hips. And think you want to like drive your heels straight to the sky so that you're lifting your lower back ever so slightly off the ground. Good stuff. Keeping it going. Perfect. From here, rotate the toes in towards each other, heels out and away. So think you're pivoting from the hips here. Pulse your heels out, 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 out. So internally rotating the hips. So think the tops of the thighs are facing in towards each other. Again, think your heels are driving straight up to the sky to lift that lower back off the ground, keeping those ribs tucked down and in. Good. Rotate the toes out now. Same deal. Pulse out, out. So think the rotation is coming from the hips. The tops of the thighs are pointing as far away as possible. Good stuff. Good. Bring the toes back in towards each other. We're going to drive the bus again. So think engage through the oblique or the side ab to draw that hip up towards the armpit as I'm turning this way. This hip comes towards the armpit coming this way. Good. Keep driving those heels up to the sky. So much you can do with your Pilates ring. It's such a cool piece of equipment. Good. And rotate those toes out. Same deal. Keep driving the heels up to the sky. Try to keep that lower back floating off the mat. That's kind of a fictitious or what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I'm having a brain gap. That's okay. A fictitious movement. You don't actually have to do it. Good. I'm working so hard I can't even think clearly. Perfect. From here, bend the knees. Come all the way down, tap the bum. Come straight up. So knees and hips stay stacked. Keep driving the thigh bones straight to the sky. Again, trying to lift that lower back off the ground. As you try to lift that lower back off the floor, you're really going to feel that lower belly start to engage. Keep those ribs tucked down. And good work. Try to keep the thighs parallel to each other. This could be handy if you put a block in between the knees as well. That can really help to space them out. But just try to stabilize. Last one. Perfect. Take that ring, put it in between the ankles. Same deal. So bend the knees, tabletop legs, drive the thighs straight up. Try to squeeze that block as much as you can. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Good stuff. Nice gentle rain coming down here. True North Island lifestyle. Little rain never hurt no one. Maybe my microphone though. My phone might not like that so much. Good. Keep squeezing, keep driving the thighs straight up. Pull that pelvic floor in. Good. From here, drive the bus again. So squeeze through that side, pull it up. Other side, pull it up and try to depress that ring as much as you can. Keep driving the heels straight up. Lift that lower back off the floor. Pull that belly button down to the ground behind you. Squeeze that pelvic floor shut. Good stuff. And from here back to center. Take that ring, place it between the thighs. Perfect. Bring those feet to the ground. We're going to curl the pelvis upwards. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Then curl the pelvis a little bit upwards just to keep that lower belly engaged. Drive the heels into the floor. Pulse the knees in, 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 in. Good job. Beautiful work. And hold, draw those thighs together as tight as you can. Drive those heels into the floor. As you push your heels down, really feel that squeeze start to move further up into that glute ham tie-in. Beauty. Good. Little pulses again. Pulse, 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 pulse. Pulsing those thighs in together. Good. Squeezing that ring, we're going to come down slow. Exhale as we come up. Inhale down. Exhale up. So keep drawing that pelvic floor up and in. Beautiful work. Keep driving the heels into the floor. Keeping these ribs tucked down and inwards. Good. Keeping that belly button drawn to the spine. Fabulous work. Awesome. Good. Now from here, holding as much tension as you can in that loop. See if you can lift and float one leg. Oh my goodness. Try to not let this hip drop to the floor. Push it straight up. Keep that pelvis curled upwards. Keep that pelvic floor strong. Down. Good. You can have both hands by your sides. I'm just sheltering my microphone from the weather. Be very sad if she died. Good. Other side. Keep driving that supporting foot, heel into the floor. Good. Up. Keep squeezing as much of that block as possible. Holy, I'm going to feel this tomorrow. Ah! Good. And down. Come on up. Ooh, here comes the weather. How beautiful. Oh, I love the moody West Coast days. They're so great. You know, I am such a Mediterranean salt and sunshine kind of gal, but I love these moody West Coast days. So elbow beneath shoulder next. We want to make sure we're not sagging down into the shoulder. Always push away. Create as much space between the bottom side of the ribs and the floor as possible. You're going to place your ring on your hip. We're going to float this bottom leg off the ground. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, pushing away through this bottom shoulder. We're going to bring this leg as high up as possible and down just behind. So this bottom leg is pointing towards my bottom corner of my mat. Now you see I dropped my leg a little too much, my ring fell down. So the ring is going to be a really good gauge of how high you want to keep your leg. Good. Try to avoid falling back and forth, pushing away through the shoulder. Squeeze that pelvic floor nice and tight. Good. Awesome work. Keep pushing away from the floor. Good. Pulling it all the way up through that belly. Keep drawing the belly button to the spine. Last one. Other side. Beautiful work. Elbow under shoulder. Rotate that form out 45 degrees. Bring this bottom leg pointing to the bottom corner. Push away from the ground, as much space as possible here. Squeeze through the belly, pull this thigh all the way up, and then bring it all the way behind. Good. Keep your hips stacked one above the other. 2. Ooh, the rain is coming down. Good. 3. 4. Good job. So, due to unforeseen weather changes, we will be cutting this workout here. Please feel free to check out one of my flexibility or mobility videos for a nice cool down. As always, if you enjoy, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing my channel, as it's a fun little passion project while I navigate some of the hardships and heartbreaks of life, as we all do. But until next time, thank you for joining. Hope to see you soon.